The MLB Draft has become a holiday. In 2022, an Oklahoma high school shortstop named Jackson Holliday was the #1 overall pick by the Orioles. His brother Ethan Holliday, another Oklahoma prep infielder, is expected to be one of the very top picks in this year's draft. So there's going to be a lot of talk about the sons of Matt Holliday. But here, let's talk about Matt Holliday himself, because he deserves to be known as something other than just Jackson and Ethan's dad. Like his sons, Holliday attracted the eyes of professional scouts at Oklahoma's Stillwater High School. But Matt was built like a football player and very easily could have followed that path. At Stillwater, he shined not just on the diamond, but also the gridiron as the school's quarterback. With more than 6,000 passing yards and 68 touchdowns, he broke state records that had been set by NFL Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. He was his region's Gatorade Player of the Year in both football and baseball. Matt had offers from big-time college programs to play football, but baseball was in his blood. His father, Tom, was the longtime baseball coach at Oklahoma State and pitching coach at the University of Texas. His uncle, Dave, has more than 30 years of experience as a scout. And his older brother, Josh, played college baseball for his dad at Oklahoma State, where he now serves as head coach. So Matt stuck with the family business, which was baseball. He signed with the Colorado Rockies after they took him in the 7th round with the 210th overall pick in what turned out to be one of the shrewdest moves of the 1998 MLB Draft. Holliday's first professional contract included a clause that he could return to college to pursue football after 3 seasons if he desired, but that wouldn't be necessary. By 2001, Holliday had switched positions from third base to left field, and while he was recovering from Tommy John surgery on his throwing elbow, the Rockies signed him to a long-term deal and added him to their 40-man roster. In 2004, Holliday played just 6 games at the start of the season in AAA before he got called up to the big leagues. After going 0 in his first 2 games, he went 3 for 3 with a double off the Cardinals' Woody Williams. A few days later, he hit his first career home run off the Dodgers' Jose Lima. And in the midst of hitting .357 in June, he smacked his first career grand slam against the Rays on June 12th. The Rockies traded future Hall of Famer Larry Walker to the Cardinals in August to clear more playing opportunity for Holliday. Though a sprained elbow suffered while diving for a ball in September prematurely ended his season, his 14 homers, 31 doubles, and 57 RBI helped Holliday finish 5th in the NL Rookie of the Year balloting. Come 2005, Holliday was the cleanup hitter behind another future Hall of Famer in Todd Helton, but his breakout wouldn't come until 2006, when he was named a first-time All-Star in the midst of belting 34 home runs with 45 doubles. The following year, in 2007, Holliday was an All-Star again and a close runner-up to the Phillies' Jimmy Rollins in the MVP balloting after crushing 36 homers and leading the league in batting average with a .340 mark, hits with 216, doubles with 50, RBIs with 137, and total bases with 386. Down the stretch in that 07 season, Holliday hit .429 in his final 59 plate appearances as the Rockies went 13-1 to tie the Padres for the NL's wildcard spot. In those days before wildcard expansion, the two clubs had to meet in a Game 163 tiebreaker at Coors Field, and what ensued was an incredible and tense tilt that went to extra innings. In the bottom of the 13th, with the Rockies trailing 8-7 and a runner aboard, Holliday came to bat against Hall of Fame closer Trevor Hoffman.
To right field, Giles headed back. Giles at the track, he jumps and is unable to make the catch. Around from second base comes Tulowitzki. He will tie the score at 8 as to third goes Holliday.
With the game now tied, Hoffman intentionally walked Helton. Then, when Jamie Carroll hit a line drive to right field, Holliday tagged up at third.
To right field, Giles is there to make the catch. Tagging is Holliday. The throw to the plate, he is safe.
Replays would show that in sliding around catcher Michael Barrett's foot, Holliday might have missed home plate. All these years later, it's possible he still hasn't touched home plate. But with no replay review mechanism at the time, umpire Tim McClellan's safe call stood, and Holliday had scored one of the biggest runs in franchise history. Thanks to Holliday homering twice each in the Division Series sweep of the Phillies and the NLCS sweep of the Diamondbacks, Colorado reached the World Series for the first time in franchise history. and Holliday was the NLCS MVP. After losing that World Series to the Red Sox, the Rockies regressed in 2008, while Holliday was an all-star yet again. After the season, Colorado traded Holliday to the A's. Holliday was with the A's for all of 93 games before he was dealt again, this time to the Cardinals mid-season in 2009. When the deal was done, none other than Albert Pujols phoned Holliday and said, "Get your raking butt up here, you're batting behind me tonight." And that's exactly what happened. Holliday batted behind Pujols that night in a game in Philadelphia and went 4 for 5, beginning a long and fruitful tenure with the Cards. In 8 seasons with St. Louis, Holliday was an All-Star 4 times and received down-ballot MVP votes 4 times. He hit 156 home runs with 102 game-winning RBI, and he was a member of the 2011 World Series championship team, as well as 3 straight NLCS teams from 2011 to 2013. By the end of his Cardinals tenure, Holliday had dealt with his share of injuries, including, bizarrely, a 2011 game in which he had to leave early after a moth had lodged itself deep within his ear.
Matt, of all the strange things that have happened to you in the game of baseball, where does that one rank?
That's probably got to be up there. I mean, I don't get a lot of bugs in my ears. I'll put it at the top.
Because of non-moth-related injuries, the Cardinals announced late in the 2016 season that they would decline their 2017 option on Holliday. So when he came off the injured list while still nursing a fractured thumb in a September 30th game against the Pirates and was sent to the plate as a pinch hitter, he got a big salute from the fans and then caused a big roar.
Holliday out to deep right. Yes, 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 he did it in what could be his final plate appearance in St. Louis. An opposite field home run.
Holliday went on to spend 1 season with the Yankees, for whom he logged his 300th career homer and 2,000th career hit. And at the tail end of 2018, he had a brief reunion with the Rockies, with whom he played his final 25 games. Holliday went on to serve as a volunteer assistant coach on his brother Josh's staff at Oklahoma State. But of course, he's done plenty of coaching at home too. At his Stillwater, Oklahoma property, he had a sports complex constructed for his kids.
Since me and Ethan both want to be professional baseball players, we thought we might as well put a cage in here.
Oldest son Jackson was born in 2003, Ethan in 2007. A daughter Grayson came along in 2009, and Holliday's youngest child is son Reed, born in 2013, so look out for him. With a .299 career average, .889 OPS, 316 homers, 468 doubles, and 1,220 RBI, Matt Holliday had a productive career, though one that fell short of Cooperstown. Still, the now 45-year-old Holliday's impact on the game will continue for another generation. Jackson Holliday went number 1 to the O's on the heels of a senior season at Stillwater in which he hit .685, yes, .685, with an OPS over 2,000. He set a national record with 89 hits, breaking the mark previously held by MLB catcher JT Realmuto. Ethan Holliday, who is considered to have more raw power than his older brother, was MLB Pipeline's number 1 draft prospect for 2025 after a senior year in which he hit .611 with 19 home runs and a 1.295 slugging percentage. Both Jackson and Ethan were Gatorade Oklahoma Baseball Players of the Year. By now, we're accustomed to the sons of major leaguers such as Bobby Witt Jr., Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Fernando Tatis Jr. going on to great careers of their own. But with their prominent professional arrivals in the draft, the sons of this 7-time All-Star are putting their own special spin on that concept, turning the MLB Draft into some happy holidays and making sure those memories of Matt's career stay present.